Cost Saver Windows, Siding, and Roofing is your trust.
Hi everyone, meteorologist Ethan Emery here in the Fox 19 First Alert Streaming Center. Sorry about the delay here. We're running into some technical issues, but we have since resolved those. Let me know if you can hear me. We are live everywhere you stream, but if you are tuning with us on Facebook with the Fox 19 Facebook page as well as my Facebook page at Ethan Emery WX, please let me know. That way I'm aware that my microphone is working properly. It looks like it's working properly on my end, but I just need to double check just in case, just because, again, some technical issues beyond our control. But I believe we have alleviated those issues, which, of course, is a good sign. It's finally Friday, the end of the work week. You need to have some positive news, right? And hopefully you all have some positive news today, knowing the fact that it is the end of the work week, and for the fact that the weekend looks dry. That's some good news, right? Right now, though, we are looking at some areas of drizzle to our east here this afternoon, and a lot of cloud cover, too, at that. So right now, we'll take a look at our Fox 19 tower camera located over towards Fairmount. That is looking towards downtown Cincinnati. Again, overcast conditions. Much of the tri-state is dry. Really want to emphasize that much of this afternoon is going to be dry. However, the Newport Levee camera, again, also showing cloudy conditions. What I was going to say is, however, we do have, again, some areas of drizzle showing up on radar. So this is a tool. Sorry, my mom texted me. She's watching me right now, and she says she can hear me. Thank you, Mom. So we do have some areas of drizzle showing up here on radar and satellite. This is part of a thing what we call composite radar. It takes all the different radars, kind of blends them together, and sometimes it shows what the radar can sometimes miss. And that is, for example, in this situation, the potential for drizzle conditions here in the tri-state. So we do have some of those light green dots here indicating where those areas of drizzle are. You can even see it here over towards portions of southeastern Indiana. So a lot of this is cloud cover and dry conditions, but there are some spots of drizzle here this afternoon. So what we're looking at here is on a wider scope. We do have a lot of that cloud cover still holding on all the way up towards Chicago and Lake Michigan. So we have northwest winds, so you can expect this cloud cover to remain through the remainder of the day today. We do have some drier air working its way into the region. Let me go ahead and zoom this out that way I can show you. If the data wants to cooperate with me, there we go. We've got an area of high pressure here towards Kansas City. Notice how clear it is. This high pressure is giving us those northwesterly winds, or aiding, I should say, in giving us those northwesterly winds. It's also giving us drier air. All this dry air up here in Iowa, Wisconsin, northwestern Illinois, that drier air, drier, cooler air, it's colder air, and that colder air is a lot more shallow, it's more dense. So it's closer to the surface. And that drier air is slicing underneath those clouds. So that drier air is squeezing through here, and that's going to eventually kick out any potential of drizzle later today. But in the meantime, we do have some potential for drizzle here this afternoon. Nothing that's going to be too impactful, but you might notice a few light raindrops here this midday and early afternoon. Right now, you can see the cloud cover has made a big difference with temperatures. Everyone in the Ohio Valley in the low 50s. 51 in Pittsburgh, 50 in Cincinnati, 53 in Nashville, 55 in St. Louis and Detroit, 50 in Chicago. But where that northwesterly flow is, it's digging in that drier, cooler air. Waterloo, Iowa, 48 this hour. And the cloud cover for today is going to keep highs only in those low 50s. Now, I'll be honest, the 7-day forecast, I've been trying to work on it all morning long. Just got some stuff going on back and forth trying to work with behind the scenes. But I will let you know my thoughts in the 7-day and the changes I will be making with that here coming up in a few minutes. But right now, again, upper 40s and low 50s for much of the region. Lunken Airport's actually dropped down a couple of degrees. 46, a cool spot right now in Batesville, Indiana. And let's go ahead and show you the winds, because people sometimes ask about the winds. It's going to be a breezy, gusty day. I don't see it's going to be gusty, but we will be noticing winds probably anywhere 15 at best. I think a gust to maybe 20 this afternoon, but otherwise northwesterly winds will bring us eventually drier air. All right, the elephant in the room. People are asking about snow. And let me tell you, it's almost nauseating hearing everyone asking about snow. Nothing against anyone who's watching us right now, but I've lived in this area for a long time, minus about 5 years up until when I came here at Fox 19. But this is the first potential of snow. It almost always is just wet. So don't be alarmed when you hear that term, because it looks at this point to be a rain-snow mix. And that's not going to be this weekend. It's not even going to be for the first half of next week. You'll see here, this is a warm front moving in Tuesday. A lot of rain associated with it for Tuesday morning into Tuesday afternoon. We go into Wednesday, and here is this area of low pressure. Whoa, we back that up a little bit. So here's Wednesday. I am going to lower high temperatures Wednesday in the 50s. But this area of low pressure, it's going to get a little bit stronger as it moves over the Ohio River Valley. Now, there are a lot of questions. Mind you, this is a system that's almost a week out. So it's about 5 days out. Even when it comes to even severe weather forecasting, 5 days out, you've got to have consistency. You've got to have a pattern that models all kind of agree with in terms of placement and what have you. And right now, all of those things aren't together. So there's still questions that are to be unknown right now. As we get closer, we will have a better understanding and idea as to where this is going to be. I mean, we've been telling you that there's a chance for a rain-snow mix since even last Friday in the 14-day forecast. Chief Meteorologist Steve Horsemeyer brought that up last Friday on the 7:15 weekday evening weather show. But that potential still exists. So, yes, rain-snow mix is a possibility here going into Wednesday night and Thursday. So watch this. And ignore the temperatures. Whoever made this graphic, these are high temperatures. These aren't actual temperatures that correlate with the rain-snow mix. So ignore the temperatures. In fact, I'm going to go into this scene because I don't want to show you anything inaccurate. And those plots are not what I want to show. There we go. Okay. So we have Wednesday night into Thursday morning, a potential for rain-snow mix. Notice how it's like the line is right here. So depending on the temperature that morning, it could easily adjust itself further north or further south or further northeast or even northwest. So the placement of this low is going to be detrimental to what we see. And right now, as it stands, Wednesday night and Thursday could have a rain-snow mix. As we go into Thursday evening into Friday, we do look at some very light moisture moving in. I think it could be even some light rain-snow mix then as well. But do note that it's going to be drier air working in. So impacts will be limited to not much of anything Friday afternoon into Friday evening. And then the following weekend, the weekend before Thanksgiving, looks dry. Cold, but dry. So let me go ahead and go back here. Because right now, as it stands, the impacts for this system when it comes in Wednesday will be just rain and gusty winds. Wednesday night and Thursday, rain-snow mix, wet roads. Right now, it is wet roads that will be an impact, and then also some gusty winds. Wind gusts could get as high as 30, 35 miles per hour, both on Wednesday and Thursday as it stands right now. And, of course, as we get closer, we'll be able to tweak some of those numbers and let you know more information. But right now, on the 7-day forecast, again, this is something I'm still working on, so the numbers aren't going to be exact. There's been some changes that have been needed to be made that I just haven't had a chance to get to just because there's, again, a lot going on behind the scenes. But you can see here in the 7-day forecast, we've got cloudy conditions for much of the next few days. The only exception is Saturday, some partial clearing, but then we go into the middle of the work week, a lot more cloud cover, of course, with that low pressure system moving in. Tuesday, scattered showers, breezy. Wednesday, I'm going to bump this up to scattered showers and breezy. Thursday, a rain-snow mix. We're going to knock down Wednesday's highs to about 57, 58 degrees. And then by Thursday, I think we're going to be in the mid-40s, so looking much colder going into the latter half of next week. So that is the latest on that 7-day forecast. And for those of you asking with Thanksgiving, I have not updated these numbers either, so I'm just going to show you what Steve had yesterday in the Beyond the 7-Day Forecast real quick, because I know a lot of folks have been asking about that. And, this is just one of those days. Technology is just not working for me. This is, it's definitely been a week here for me at Fox 19, but it's just because of technology. I mean, technology is sometimes your friend, sometimes your enemy, and right now the computer is glitching out. So, what I'm going to do is reboot this real quick. I do want to show you that 7-day forecast again. This is what meteorologist Catherine Bodak showed you earlier this morning. And what we're going to have to do here real quick is I'm going to have to reboot this computer because that graphic just glitched out. But the 7-day forecast here, do note that the weekend starts off with a lot of cloud cover. So Saturday morning, mostly cloudy. Saturday afternoon, we are going to be looking at clouds decreasing, becoming mostly sunny. Highs will be into the mid-50s. And then going into Sunday, starting off, not bad, a little cool, low 40s. But we go into Sunday afternoon, very warm air moves in. Highs will be into the low 60s, 63 degrees the afternoon high. By Monday, cloud cover gets even thicker, but the temperatures get a little warmer. High of 64 can be expected for Monday afternoon. Tuesday, scattered showers and breezy, and we are looking at the high temperature of around 66 degrees. We head into Wednesday, though. That's when the changes are going to be made. So I'm going to go back to me real quick, and again, I am making changes to Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday highs will be back in the 50s. Thursday highs will be in the 40s with rain-snow mix Wednesday night and Thursday as it stands right now. Take a look at some questions real quick before we log off of here for 19 at noon. Susan says good day. Darla also says good afternoon. Good afternoon to you both. Rachel asking anything severe this coming week? No. The winds definitely look a little strong, though, Wednesday and Thursday. We could be looking at gusts over 30 miles per hour. Not looking at thunderstorms right now with this system. Of course, a lot of unknowns. So as we get closer, if there's a potential of thunder, we'll let you know. But right now, I don't see that. Susan says, I'm not alarmed. I'm really excited. That's a good way to have that mindset, Susan. No need to be alarmed. Rain-snow mix, nothing to be alarmed about. Just a lot of wet roads. Darla says, I'm not worried about the snow. Excited even if it's just flurries. Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Susan says, that really sucks. I'm excited about the 40s, and now we're back in the 50s. Yeah, we're in the 50s now, but again, by next Thursday, I think we're going to be in the 40s. So by next Thursday, Susan, I think you're going to get your wish here at this point. Okay. My computer is back. That's some good news. So people asking about Thanksgiving. I'm going to, fingers crossed, it's going to work this time. Let's hope it works. There we go. Okay. Let's jump to it. All right. And it's going to be off by a day, so I apologize. Again, there's been a lot behind the scenes I'm trying to work on. So beyond the 7-day forecast, you can see that we go into the following week. We do have the potential for maybe some rain-snow mixed chances. I think the weekend before Thanksgiving looks a lot drier. But we go into that following week, and there are some opportunities of maybe some slight chances of rain. Again, this is pulled from yesterday's 14-day forecast from Steve, so this should be over here, so no need to bring it up in the comments. I know it's off by a day. But Thanksgiving right now looks to be mostly cloudy and a high of 48 as it stands right now, which is a little bit above normal for this time of the year, for Thanksgiving. And again, we are looking at conditions to be more dry than wet at that point. But of course, that's 14 days out. A lot can change. This is the time of year where we have a lot of air masses that are, really warm or really cold that are right next to each other, and it's just a lot more challenging to forecast that far out. When it comes to summer or winter, it's a little bit easier just because the air masses that are near each other aren't quite as drastic with temperatures or pressure, whereas in the fall and spring, there's a lot more swings with the temperatures. As, of course, if you've lived here long enough, you know that too. So let's go back to the 7-day forecast one more time, and then we'll wrap this up because I need to get this 7-day published, and then I need to make a couple of changes on some graphics. And beginning at 3 o'clock, we'll give you some more details on what to expect for next week. So 7-day forecast, again, today's high is around 55, mostly cloudy. Saturday morning, a lot of cloud cover in the morning, becoming partly cloudy in the afternoon, so a bit of sunshine filtering through those clouds Saturday. Sunday, a lot of cloud cover comes back, but we are warming up to 63. 64 by Monday with cloudy conditions, and then scattered showers move in Monday night into Tuesday, and then more rain for Wednesday before we change over to a rain-snow mix by Thursday, with Thursday's highs in the low 50s. So that is your 19 at noon. Again, I got to cut this short because we got to get ready for Now in the Natty coming up at 12:30, and we'll have that forecast a bit more complete and updated for you beginning at 3 o'clock here on Fox 19. And don't forget, Chief Meteorologist Steve Horsemeyer at 7:15 will be giving you that exclusive 14-day forecast. But also, if you can't join at 7:15, he's also got you covered at 5:45 and 6:45. You can find the forecast near then. I would just say tuned at 6:30 or 5:30 to see that 14-day forecast. But that being said, again, thank you all so much for joining us here on this Friday edition of 19 at Noon. Have a wonderful Friday afternoon.